In the Philippines they are singing, voices of angels are ringing. From Gary V to Maury, every song is a wow. They hit the high notes and the low notes with Katrina and Boudicca. There's SP19 and Miss Casey playing the trumpet with her mouth. They've got the choirs like the Madrigals, Gigi and Maestro Ryan C. So let's roll out the red carpet for Lonnie, Leo, and Regine. Thank God it's Filipino Friday, where the malls are a concert hall. But if you're one of the five, hit like and subscribe, 'cause a small percent is still time well spent. Oh, thank God it's Filipino Friday. Magandang umaga. Don't step on my line. I practiced all week. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi for all of those who are
nice,
who speak Tagalog and is in a very different time zone than we're in right now. As you were saying, Johnny?
No, I was just saying, all those years as a child watching so much TV, that was a lot of TV. I never thought I would be on my own. I'd have my own theme song. You know, it's just watching like Different Strokes and all those
It's
shows.
Fantastic. You know, as a result of this, one suggested video I had on YouTube as I was scrolling this week was the introduction to Three's Company. It was, I think that's the exact font that I ended up using on the video.
It is. That's the "Come on, knock on my door."
John Ritter and I don't remember the other girls' names.
That's a fun show. Suzanne Summers and the other one I don't remember.
Well, hello, Hazel and Teresa and Chris and Joy and Latte and Edna and Brigitte is in the chat, and Art and Sheeny and Phoenix. I saw, oh my goodness, so many others. Welcome back to the show. We're happy to have you here. Cleo Francesca is here, and Malu. All right, I'm done scrolling. Hello, Benji, MR. Wonderful to see you all. We are excited for yet another Friday. Let me pull up our list of songs.
Absolutely.
We have Janine Berdin. We have Missioned Souls. Very excited to have them back. It's our first repeat with them.
Cool.
And Eumee Capile, who I think it's Capile. That's the one that we saw last week busking in, where was she? South Korea or something like that. She was just melting out on the street. She was amazing. Mm-hmm. We saw a little clip of her before. So we're finally going to do a little focus there. And of course, we have new artists next week that we'll tell you about a little bit later.
Joyce DeWitt is the other lady in Three's Company.
Yes. Thank you
Joy
for that.
DeWitt.
Thank you. Johnny, do you have a word or phrase you would like to share with us?
I will. Not for this one, because I don't know how to say this.
It's English. It's English phrase. It's still your line.
Like
Here it is
and
again.
Subscribe? Oh.
We need that one. Francesca, we need to hook up. Yes.
Yes.
Please hit like and subscribe in Tagalog. I think that might be a good one for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you would like to support this page and this, what's the button for this one? It's this one. If you would like to click on the link below to buy us a
Cape.
Cape. Is it Cape? I think it's Cape. All right, so that's not my line. Anyway, if you'd like to do that, help support the page and this podcast, just like Chris just did. Just bought us a coffee. Thank you so much.
Salamat Sakape.
Salamat. You can also check out or become a Thronely member, silver, gold, or diamond. And with all sort of added perks. I'm a little delayed from what you just saw. You can also visit the shop that you just saw to get online.
Yeah, you remember that thing you just saw?
I wanted to say drawing lessons. You're actually a very good artist, but online
songwriting lessons with Johnny or singing lessons.
Whatever you want. I could teach you anything
well,
you
let's
want
just
to
go.
learn.
All right, let's jump into our first one of the day. This is Janine Berdin singing Banal na Aso. This is semifinals in Tawag in Tanghalan. Oh, I think the name of the song is Tawag in... Just the NG is a tough one. There's no like the vowel, so you still wanted to grab onto. Tawag in Tanghalan, if I'm saying that correct. And of course, we need to put our transparencies on because we're at the Throga channel, and you're only allowed to see a percentage of what we review.
Yes, I can teach you some chord progressions.
Absolutely. All right, here we go.
And some mushrooms. Things about mushrooms.
Please, no mushrooms. Is that what you should learn from?
Well, Latte said I could teach people about chord progressions and art. Said Johnny can learn us some mushrooms.
All right, here we go. Here is
Janine.
Janine.
You don't know what that means. I don't like mushrooms.
Rock right away. Thank you, Francesca.
Low beat.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
It sounds like a one of your warm-ups.
It does. Thank you for that. Thank
Sabi ng super kasi may nanghuhuli mura pa rin ang mura ang ngali.
Oh, I like her.
Banal na aso santong kabayo natatawa ko din. Ano man ang iyong ginagawa sa iyong kapatid.
Really interesting delivery overall. Definitely the rock element, with not just the grit part of it, but there's just like this like snarly tone, like an attitude that just kind of comes through in her delivery. Some of it's the facial expressions. There's like that. What's the word I want to use? I don't want to say. It just has like that youthful attitude. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the term? It's just something with not resilient, not resistant, but
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Regardless.
To me, yes. Oh, keep going.
No. I was just saying with the tone itself, it's just a little bit of a little bit of a breathy hint to it. But there's tension. There's tension in the jaw and the tongue that gives it just that little bit of an attitude with it. And if she freed those tensions up, it would probably sound prettier and warmer or whatever, but then it wouldn't fit the mood of the song. So she's putting the tensions in the right place that helps sell the song with a great vibe.
Yeah, there's an element about her tone, too.
Rebellious. Art had me
rebellious.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, guys.
There's a little bit of like a Halsey thing happening with her tone. It doesn't sound like Halsey, but just the way that there's that little bit of that sort of breathiness, but also the way that the frequencies are kind of like this, like the lows and the highs are kind of compressed or something, and they're just
yes,
like it's like the low is kind of it's almost got like I don't want to say elvish because that doesn't sound like an elf, but it's like there's a little bit like that low kind of like resonance isn't there. It's a little bit cut off, and I love it because it cuts so well.
Yeah, but without it being too mid-rangey, which is almost opposite of what you just described, but yet it's still part of the challenge of defining her frequency range.
I guess Halsey's the best way to say it because people kind of know what I'm talking about because that's such a unique sound, and there's a reason why Halsey's so big because nobody sounds like that. Like, well, no, maybe one person kind of does a
Well,
little
obviously. No, we have not figured out the pausing issue with the camera. It is a software issue. We have that figured out. Still working on it. So Johnny will randomly freeze. Apologize for that. All right, let's keep going here.
Ang iyong ginagawa sa iyong kapatid ay siya ring ginagawa mo sa akin. Ano man ang iyong ginagawa sa iyong kapatid ay siya ring ginagawa mo
Yes.
sa akin. Ano man ang iyong ginagawa sa iyong kapatid ay siya rin ginagawa mo sa akin. Ano man ang iyong ginagawa sa iyong kapatid ay siya rin ginagawa mo sa akin. Banal na aso,
Oh, she's cool.
santong kabayo.
Super cool.
Hi, banal na aso, santong kabayo, natatawa ko. Banal na aso, santong kabayo.
That's your heart.
Banal na aso, santong kabayo, natatawa ko. Natatawa ko. Natatawa ko. Natatawa ko. Natatawa ko.
She just giggles at the end. Oh, what a fun tone.
Semi-finalist number 5, Janine Berdin.
Berdin.
Janine! Nagtayuan ang mga
I love how she
wala
goes into this
sa'yo.
like sweet facial
Yeah.
expression and giggle.
Yeah.
Chong tumayo.
Ay, oo. Pati yung kill.
Okay, we don't have translations for this, but you guys are saying the song she's translating very well in terms of like how she's singing it makes sense with the lyrics. I missed if someone put a summary of the song, but I believe that. I feel like it wasn't just this is the only way she can sing a piece. It's just like she was like connected, and we see this so many times. It's our favorite singers are the ones that know how to truly connect with the song and emote on top of having the skill sets. She definitely leads more towards the rock side of stylistic skills that are there, which I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah, I love it when somebody's equal parts sweet and refined, but then also little punk badassness
Yes.
go on in there.
I saw someone put a request in for more set. If you're not used to the format here, we have 3 featured singers we're going to do, and then we also have some bonus material at the end, which is usually like, you know, singing at the balls and some drunk singing around Manila or somewhere in the Philippines, which we will get to today for sure. And we just had Maury a couple weeks ago featured. Of course, you can go back, and we are going to do another Reaction Wednesday to Maury as well. So there will be no lack of Maury this year. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have
Richard, how's the weather out? How's the weather out there?
It's
Because it's really cold here. Is it? It's very cold here.
Well, when I feel cold here, I just remember what it is like back in Rochester, and I feel instantly warm.
Actually, what is it like in the Philippines?
Yeah, that I don't know. I think it's got tropical weather, does it not?
Just has me wishing for, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright.
We don't need transparency here.
Oh, separate ways. Nice.
Yes. Good song. Great song. And we have another. It's been a while. I don't think we heard Mom sing before, and it looks like Mom I remember someone saying that Mom also sang, so I think we're finally going to see the full family.
It's been a while.
It's hot and humid in the Philippines. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, shall we jump in?
Let's do it. Let us do it. Before we do, I'd like to thank our coffee buyers. Salamat Sakape to Francesca and Chris. And especially Francesca for teaching me how to say that.
Yes. We have a new teacher today. Francesca wasn't actually feeling well this week. Hopefully you are feeling better now. And another Diamond Throne League member stepped up. Chris Everett is our teacher today, which we're going to see in just a little bit. She's going to teach
not
us
the tennis player
today.
But just as cool.
Absolutely. Cooler, because she can sing.
That's right. Actually.
All right, here we go.
Interesting way of playing that.
Yeah.
Crossing over.
Oh, this drummer.
This kid's awesome.
Oh, he's got a cool name. He's got like a cool nickname. You guys remind me what it was? It's something badass. I just remember what it was. Ice. That's his name. Oh, I love it.
Oh, what is that? Ice?
Mom can sing.
Sleepless nights, losing ground, I'm reaching for you.
Nice.
Feeling that it's gone, can't change your mind.
Nice. That's already.
If we can go on.
Thank you, Edna. Isaiah is his name.
To survive the tide, love divides. Someday,
Oh, God, I love this hook.
find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you, though we touched and went our separate ways.
Nice.
It's great. I'm noticing this young lady, the guitar player, she, at least from my memory, she's starting to free up more too, getting more comfortable on camera. There's more like movement, more entertainment going on there. Ice for Isaiah, that's great. If any of you here know the names left to right, not that we're going to memorize them right away, but I do want to start getting their names in our head. That would be awesome. The other thing I really like, and we see this almost always with family bands, even they're only doing a gang vocal, right? Was there any harmony in there? I know that the keyboards had there. I think it was mostly. Yeah, there was one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They in those moments, it sounds like it was one singer in the studio that layered all of the harmonies, all the layers, and you hear that, and it's genetic component and just living in the same household, how you just the subtlety within the accents of the individual home just sounds like a single singer repeated. Yeah.
Actually, the Fogartys, they didn't both sing, but the Kinks, bands like that.
I think I know any songs from the Kinks.
Yes, you do.
I've heard of the band, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
That's a family band?
You really got me going. Well, it's not completely a family band. Like the two main guys are brothers.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of a full. Yeah, what's another full family band?
Partridge Family.
Full, not fictional.
Oh.
Von Traps. There you go.
The Osmonds. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Osmonds.
voice is developing really well. Jackson 5.
Yeah, Jackson's
Promises we made were in vain, in vain,
Yes!
in vain. If you must go, I wish you love. You'll never walk alone. Take care, my love. Miss you, love.
I love that kid.
Bring in the fire.
Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know
Nice to
I
meet you,
still
John.
love you, though we
Yeah.
touched and went our separate ways.
Nice. Magandang gabi. Maga.
Woo! Heck yeah.
Great fills.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. I still love you, girl. I really love you, girl. And if he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you.
Oh, the daughter took the ending. Great. Mom's got a great tone. I missed her name if you guys said it, but she's got just a little bit of that velvety just sound. She's just there's a natural, almost like an echoed projection in her tone. I don't mean on the vocal chain that there's probably actually a delay in reverb, but usually the voices like Morissette, Katrina, they have Regine, of course, in 92% of everyone in the
Roughly.
Philippines has
Roughly.
just has this the warmth, that like that velvety sound comes from additional layers of frequency, so it's not just like singular, and it literally, the sound waves bounce around in the vocal tract that just complicates the sound, that gives it more body and more I'm just going to keep using the word warmth, that mid-range overtones and Mom's developed that really well, and I'm guessing the other ones will too over time. So
that's all just the immediate family,
I believe it is.
parents, brothers, and sisters.
Yeah.
No cousins or anything. I mean, that's incredible, and so cool too. And I was actually thinking while we were watching this. I mean, both of our families, you and my immediate families, could do this. So I don't know what our excuse is. We could form our own bands. That's what I mean to say. I don't think we could make it sound like that.
I mean, yes, in theory, we could put an instrument in each of my family members' hands. It would not sound like that. I mean, no disrespect. I love my
No,
family.
I said we have the capability of putting a band together.
Sure.
So I don't know what our excuse is because it seems like a lot of fun. It's like what a way to great way to bond with each other.
Well, you definitely kind of had that in your household growing up, which is great.
Hmm.
Everybody in your brother and your sister, everybody does play music and everything, which is awesome.
Yeah, but the drummer really. Like, I just want to
Ice.
talk about him a little bit more because I mean he's solid, but when you actually listen to it, it's not just the basic beat that maybe like somebody that age would normally do. Because there's some players that can they can just lay it down and that sort of 4 on the floor feel. The little polyrhythms he's putting in there and the little pickups and the fills. I mean that's really complicated stuff for any age, and he's nailing it.
Yeah. I mean, when I stopped playing drums, I was just about able to do 90% of what he's doing. And I was 18 at the time.
Yeah,
So-
he is going to be a monster. He's gonna be great.
All right, very cool. Moving forward, we'll circle back to them. I know you guys are voting, so I appreciate that. And this is Eumee singing Chandelier on the Wish Bus.
Chandelier.
I never did find that video of my wife singing Chandelier with Aurora when she was a couple months old. I need to dig that up. The song keeps coming up, so I'm going to show you.
Look at this. We're
You know what I
frozen.
did?
Just
You are
take a
frozen
long
drinking
step.
Coffee. You know what video I do have of Aurora? So, I'll take a quick little side note here. I had this already set up just in case it came up. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do this. 2 weeks ago, I think it was, Aurora and I went to Disney, and every chance we get to go to Small World, we take a video or recording and send it to Johnny because
Yes,
he
To torture me, which I feel so loved.
despises this. So there's a part 1 and 2 here. So this is one of the videos that we took to send to Johnny, just to get this earworm in his head.
This is for you, Johnny.
Oh God!
What
bad
you
nightmare.
don't know, Johnny,
Yeah.
is about 5 minutes later, this happened.
Johnny, we're stuck on the ride right now.
Serves you right.
Look at all the people ahead of us.
We've been here for 10 minutes and going nowhere. Wish you were here?
It was awful.
Well,
It was literally your nightmare. We were trapped on the ride. We were on that ride for like 20 minutes.
well, Richard, karma is a bitch. So
Yes, it is.
well, it serves you right.
we may never do that again.
For my loving and supporting friends.
All right, here we go.
Hi Wishers, this is Eumee Capile. Don't miss any Wish exclusive videos. Just click here to subscribe.
This is an incredible song. So well written.
Party girls, don't get hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, I push it down.
Nice.
I'm the one for a get time call, phone's blowing, I'm ringing my doorbell. I feel the love, I feel the love.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Going back till I lost count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I'm gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist, like it doesn't exist. I'm gonna fly.
Thanks for joining us.
Above the night, till my tears as I dry. I'm gonna swing from the
phrasing is so cool. She's connecting some lines that Sia didn't in the original, from my recollection. I haven't heard the original in a while, but there's a couple spots now where you would normally take in some air for the next phrase, and she's connecting things a little. It's slightly unpredictable, but you still have the familiarity of the melody itself. So I'm really enjoying those choices. That's an artist mindset taking on the song, not just trying to mimic what's there. It's truly like just covering the song, filtered through her skill sets. And what a vibrato. I love that, like pulsating, that big vibrato that she puts in.
Yeah, there's something sort of unstably stable about it. It's kind of like she'll start on the note and then her vibrato will get a little sharp, which is it's a stylistic thing, definitely with pop singers today.
Excuse me.
It's sort of more of in the R&B direction. But there's something, it's just a little unstable, but it's so cool and it's intentional.
And to be clear, sorry, I don't mean to step on you. Go ahead.
Okay. There you go.
I was to say, because you referenced it going sharp, but for those of you, we've had this conversation before, but if you're new here, we're not suggesting that she's off pitch. It's the nature of the vibrato.
Stylistic choice, yeah.
It was a straight line, a vibrato is slightly flat, slightly sharp. So if it's just a little flat and more sharp, you're still on, you're covering the line of what the note actually was. So it's technically still in tune, it just leans in a way that gives it a different feeling.
Yeah, and it's hard to say if it's intentional in the sense that they're planning it, or it's just like mimicking a certain style. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Let me think.
Yeah, think while you're frozen.
Let me think that. It's just
think it through.
It's definitely something I would say within the past, I don't know, 15 to 20 years. That's become a thing where you hit the note and then once the vibrato kicks in, it steps up a little bit, but it
lifts.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do it.
Look down, open my eyes, get my glass full until morning light. Guess I'm just holding on for tonight. Help me, I'm holding on for life. Oh, look down, open my eyes, get my glass full until morning light. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight, on for tonight. Shining up and I'm a mess, gotta get on now, gotta run from this.
Totally different delivery.
It comes to say, oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Throwing back till I escape. I'm gonna swing
Wow.
from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I've got a love like tomorrow, tossing and stairs, like it's tossing and stairs.
I have to back that up. I have skull bumps.
Oh my God.
I'm just holding on for tonight. Help me, I'm holding on for tonight. One look down, one open my eyes. Get my glass full until morning light. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. On for tonight, on for tonight. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. On for tonight, on for tonight. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Cause I'm just holding on for tonight, all for tonight, all for tonight.
I've never heard the song sung like this.
Wish exclusive.
Yeah.
On Wish.
And I've heard it a lot.
107.5.
Yeah, I mean, case in point, what I was saying with every choice she's making is intentional. She's so precise. So when I say that there's the instability that I hear, she's doing that on purpose. Like that, because I mean, you listen to those runs; those are so unbelievably precise and right on, pitch perfect. Yeah, good
And
look,
there's
and
just
also
Go ahead,
just
please.
the ceiling. I mean, I love Sia's performance of this. She's the originator. You got to give her due.
Oh, yeah.
And I like with Sia's performance. It's that sense that she's at her ceiling and she's just kind of reaching for those notes with everything she's got,
Which sounds great.
which is awesome, and I love that. But I also love it when somebody can do it with ease, because you just know they're just holding back. Like, okay, I got more. I mean, it's still powerful. Still, it gives every bit as much emotion as the original, but there's something badass about being like,
There
you know
is.
what? I got some more notes too, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's yeah,
There's
beautiful.
there's an excitement about her personality. And we saw a little bit in when she was doing that busking video last week, and we saw her once before, just not featured like we're doing it today. But there's just an energy, a personality that just absolutely comes through in her choices, and I think that's part of that rise in the vibrato. Some of the note choices, I don't think she knows where she's going to breathe. I suspect if I ever have the pleasure of a conversation with her, I want to talk about her breathing and her choices. And
Who
it's
doesn't?
just so I mean, what else would you want to talk to her about?
I don't know. But that would be it.
Hi, my name's Richard. Let's talk lungs. It's not even her lung capacity. It's just her. I feel like it's so impromptu, and there's just this level of energy that is her that just keeps just a degree of, like you're saying, instability, but it's stable, but there's like an energy that makes it feel predictable. And that's what's captivating about her, I feel.
Yeah. It's I mean, the instability. Basically, I was talking about the vibrato and just the way she would lead into notes.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, like better than that. But it just, yeah, it just had just a kinetic energy to it, and just a very spontaneous
Kinetic energy.
flow.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Someone is
By
asking.
the way,
Go ahead.
sorry, somebody brought up before the super chat. We wanted to make sure we thank the super
Oh my
chat,
goodness, absolutely.
which
Two.
I don't have access to the super chat.
I have that. It's
Ishmael?
Ismail. Ismael. Ismail. Mile.
Ishmael.
Ramos.
Is it Ishmael?
And
That's
twice.
one.
2 super chats. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that. Also, I see that there is interest in leaving recommendations. So just a reminder, especially if you're new, put them after the live stream, put them in the chat. No, don't put them in the chat. That's the whole point of the conversation. Put them in the comments below. That is always where we go to look at suggestions, whether it's bonus videos or which songs to do next for next week, which I'll mention right now. Next week is our most requested new artist, J.M. Della Serna. So that's a new name, completely new name for us. So not in the chat, in the comments after the live stream, let us know what songs you want us to do for him. We have Basil Valdez, which I believe he was a huge singer in the 70s and 80s in the Philippines. So excited to experience that. And we are circling back to Queendom. But I have a slight request. Queendom gets overwhelming. It's overstimulating for Johnny and I. So if you guys can recommend songs that has less than 5 singers at the same time, that would be great. Because sometimes it's just a little too much.
First performance we saw, I feel like there was 12 of them.
Like 9. I know.
Yeah.
It was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, 9 belters, just
it's so
all
much.
going strong, yeah.
But I see a lot of requests coming in. We see them, and of course we want to move in your direction. So J.M. Della Serna, Basil, and Queendom for next week in the comments after this. All All right. Right now we have a very special time. It is Tagalog time, and we have Chris Everett helping us out today. Oh, let me bring you in, Johnny, and she is going to teach each of us a phrase. This is a new segment for our show every week. Last week we learned, Johnny, remember your line?
Salamat sa kape.
Yes. And that means, for those of you who don't speak Tagalog, is thank you for the coffee. Can we just use salamat as it just on its own as just
Salamat?
thank you?
I think so.
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. And my line is magandang, that n and ng. It's tricky. I'm not used to it yet. Magandang, which means beautiful, and combined with a greeting with good morning with umaga or gabi for evening. Can I use madangan as just beautiful? So if I'm listening to a song, can I say madangan?
Magandang.
Yeah, if that works. All right, so today we are taking on new phrases. I'm taking on please don't spam. Very excited about this phrase. Very happy about this one. And Johnny, you're taking on like an expression of wow, really good, like very skillful.
Right. I want to hear you say that while I'm playing the Hulk theme.
Oh, I need to hear it. All right, hold on.
All right,
Here we go.
when you get it.
Richard, your phrase is wag pong paulit-ulit. Wag means don't. Po is a politeness marker. Paulit-ulit is from the root word ulit, which means again or repeat. So paulit-ulit means repeating or doing something over and over again. We would actually just say wag mag-spam, but no English allowed for you. So this is the closest we can get to don't spam. Please say wag pong paulit-ulit.
Wag pong
Wag
paulit.
pong paulit-ulit. Wag pong paulit-ulit.
Wag pong.
Richard, your phrase is wag pong.
Sorry. Wag pong paulit-ulit. Oh, it's the E. The I is an E sound. So wag pong paulit-ulit.
Pong paulit-ulit.
I like it. All right.
Nice. You get the long phrases, it seems.
Today, anyway. We'll have to give Johnny a really long one next week.
Oh, great.
All right, Johnny, you ready for yours?
Yep.
This is so much shorter.
Johnny, your phrase is ang galing. Ang means the. Galing means skill, talent, ability, or mastery. The direct translation is the skill, the talent, which is our way of saying, wow, awesome, that was really good. It's a phrase that we use when we are impressed with something or someone. Please say ang galing. Make sure that the stress is on the last syllable, otherwise it's going to mean something else. So it's galing, not galing. Ang galing. Ang galing.
Ang galing.
Wow, awesome. Johnny's really good.
Wait, I want to know what the other word is.
I wanted to know too.
What is anggaling? Is that something naughty? Yeah. Or the bucket. I mean, I have no idea what it is. All right, so anggaling, you got that, Johnny?
Yep.
All right, so we'll try to use that moving forward, and then I'm going to try wag. So the H is silent. Wag pong, please. Can I use pong? Pong, just as please, on its own. Wag pong ulit. I need to hear it one more time. I'm sorry, guys. I just need the very, very beginning.
Richard, your phrase is wag pong paulit-ulit.
It is pauli-ulit. Okay. All right. Those are our phrases for today. We will do our best to get it right.
Okay, galing means coming from.
Okay. So yeah, that doesn't make sense. All right. Here we go. On to the next video. We will try to apply these phrases moving forward. Okay. Looks like we have back to Janine Berdin. We have Angels Like You Ooh, let me bring it in here.
Oh, Manny. Salamat sa kape.
Yes, salamat.
Ang galing for in coffee buying.
And
I'm impressed with his coffee buying talent. That's what I'm trying to say.
your skill to purchase a coffee is ang galing. All right, here we go. Like super casual here.
Flowers in hand, waiting for me. Every word in poetry.
Love this
Call me
texture.
by name, only
great.
baby. The more that you give, the less that I need. Everyone says I look happy when it feels right. I know that you're wrong for me. Gonna wish we never met on the day I leave. I brought you down to your knees, 'cause they say the misery loves company. It's not your fault I ruined everything, and it's not your fault I can't be what you need. Baby, angels like you can't fly down hell with me. I'm everything they said I would be. La la la.
She is so
I'm
interesting.
everything they said I would be. I'll put you down slow, love you goodbye before we let go. Just one more time. Take off your clothes, pretend that it's fine. A little more hurt won't kill you tonight. Mama says you don't look happy. Close your eyes.
Let me look at this. Listen to this line. Just this line again.
Close your eyes.
She starts with spilling too much air. It's called. It has like an aspirate quality. So the folds are slightly open. Well, what note is that?
Sure.
Okay. Close. It has like that. The folds are left partially open. So imagine your vocal folds about half the size of your eyelids, because they're really tiny. They open and close. They're vibrating from here, from the front of the larynx to the back, to at that pitch, which is, I don't know, it's like high 300 some cycles per second. And then it's left partially open in the back, maybe a little bit in the center. Close. And then when she goes to instead of overspending air, the folds come together more, and there's not enough air coming underneath. So it goes from close your, that vocal fry. So she goes from spilling too much to not having enough, and then she has a hint of a clear tone back into the airiness. There's this little dance that she does that allows for all of these cool textures in a single line. She's just like weaving in and out of that space. Just very well done.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. I know
Then the clear,
that you're
and then the cry. You were going to say something? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the Halsey reference, it ends at that other song. I mean, she's got a completely different thing here. I mean, just listening to this, I would love to hear her sing every Miley Cyrus song, because I like her. She's got qualities of that, but in my opinion, I like this voice better, way better. Yeah. So, she's just so cool. It's just one of those voices where, and we're just scratching the surface with her. You know, we haven't heard anything crazy range wise, but the tone is just so magical. And as a songwriter, that's the first thing. And I think even as a listener too, I mean, that's what we're drawn to. It's just, you hear somebody like that,
for
and
me.
it's just, you immediately know who it is. And, you know, for labels and you know, like radio stations, that's who they want. They want somebody like that, because it's just
And by
such
the
an
way,
identifiable song. sound.
I agree that we haven't heard anything crazy range wise, but that's also relative term. She still has this beautiful belted tone that's going up with the vast majority of singers around the planet. That is like it's a quality range to work with. It's just the nature of this channel.
Relative to
Fridays,
the people. Yes.
Yeah, there's just these extreme ranges that like we haven't heard that, but she doesn't need to go there if she doesn't to still tell a great story.
No, I mean the range stuff is super impressive and it makes for good TV, and I it's just like whoa.
Yeah.
But thinking as a businessman, it's like that's one of the first voices I'd go to for trying to launch an artist, because it just she's got all those X factor,
all the cool
elements
factors.
In her tone. Yeah.
For me, gonna wish we never met on the day I leave. I brought you down to your knees, 'cause they say the misery loves God.
Now, hold on. The teacher in me has to address this. Smoking does not equal a cool voice. I just need to say that, because I can't let that go by. Yes, many singers who have smoked a lot, texture is added to their voice, and there's definitely some amazing sounds out there that I love. One of my all-time favorite singers is Chris Cornell. He smoked a lot, and it created some interesting textures within his skill sets, but it's also more often than not irreversible. And so sometimes they lose their range and their ability to move between registers, and they can't capture the clear tone that balances against some of those smoky sounds. So I'm not going to lecture more. Just take care of your voices, take care of your body. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
The misery loves company. It's not your fault I ruined everything, and it's not your fault I can't be what you need, baby.
Squeaks are fun
Angels
too.
like you can fly down hell with me. Whoa,
Set down beautifully.
I know that you're wrong for me. Gonna wish we never met on the day I leave. I brought you down to your knees. They say the misery loves company. It's not your fault I ruined everything, and it's not your fault I can't be what you need, baby. Angels like you can fly down hell with.
Oh,
That's so cool.
oh, that's so cool. Oh, she's awesome.
She's
I like
really
her
cool.
very, very much.
So hip.
Thank you.
And I know I always use that word thinking it's hip. I don't even know.
No, you have a
I don't
new
know
word
if
to use, a new phrase. It's
galing. Ang galing.
yes. and
Swagalog. It's
Badangang.
Swagalog.
Beautiful
Oh.
also at the same time.
It's the
Thank
new
you
word
guys
that I
for
made up.
recommending her. She's been on the list to do, so we appreciate that. And future recommendations for other new singers, continue to put them in the comments after the live stream. That's where we look. We've got a list of about 40 that, and we literally go through and we see which ones have been requested the most, and that's how it kind of rises to the top. So we're watching those things. We do appreciate that. But when doing that, we don't want to spam. More specifically, let me try this.
Say it.
Well, yeah, I'm looking it up. I have to see the words because it's brand new. All right, and you want Hulk too? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wag pong. I'm not even gonna use the word please. I'm gonna remove it. It's gonna be wag ulit. Paulit ulit. Wag wag. Oh, I love this channel.
Oh, I was
love
just telling
that
him
you
the
all
other day.
indulge us and just allow us to be silly and ridiculous. You guys are awesome.
Such a platform. The only platform that really I can just, because nobody can stop me, really. I can just do all my stupid jokes.
All right, moving back to Missioned Souls. Here we go. All right, this is another Journey song. No complaints there. Don't Stop Believing. We got the whole band again. Let's go.
Nice start.
Just a small town girl
Nice.
living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Little breathy tone there.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Right, Francesca.
That's awesome. These guys deserve that attention. Love it.
Nice.
A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the
Just even the anticipated, like the off hits that Ice is doing, even that's just tricky. It's a simple polyrhythm, I guess you could label it, but just he's just doing it so freely with so much conviction. I mean,
He's got the goods, man. He
Yeah,
is.
he's a little
How old is
beast.
he again? Do we know? how
Oh,
old
that
he
I
is?
don't know. Yeah, fill us in on that one.
Like 10 or
Does your
something?
band sing this song? Do you guys take on any Journey?
Yeah, we've done that one. We used to do the
I
other one
thought so.
too. Trouble times. I mean, it gets harder. As we get older, it gets harder to sing that stuff. I mean, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
all respect to Journey for writing some great songs. Steve Perry for
Absolutely.
being one of the greatest vocalists ever. Arnell for carrying the torch.
Carrying the torch. Yeah.
I mean,
Just what an
they're
incredible,
they are just a great band. Great songs. I mean, just timeless classics.
for sure.
I just 9 or 10, yeah.
working hard to get my fill. Everybody
It's only 9 or 10.
wants a thrill.
Yeah.
Hey, it ain't
Thank you,
fair
Diana.
to roll the dice.
Salamat.
Just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their
Dad's just always chill in the background.
I know.
searching in the night. Streetlights, people living
Salamat.
just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the
She's got a great touch there too.
Don't stop
Uh,
Hold on. I know this is the last song we're gonna do today, but I do want to see these names here. Okay, so Stacy's on the far left, so she's singing several leads, and then obviously some gang vocals as well, some harmonies in the rhythm guitarist. You say Niai? No.
Naisha.
Naisha, lead guitarist and backup vocalist.
Naces.
Nace, thank you. Naces.
And then
It's
Ice.
so hard. Ice we know from Isaiah. Okay, and then Dad Sikan and Mom Sheena.
Sheena.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
Good to know their names. Let me just go to the end here. I don't know if there's anything.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling.
We do a classic fade.
Beautiful.
It's like the
Man, I
record.
wonder. Imagine growing up in that household. It's just probably music all the time because obviously there's a DNA component from coming from mom and dad. It's just in their blood. But I mean, they to get that proficient, every one of them on their instruments. I mean, they're probably all taking lessons. They're all just
But that's
jamming.
it's so strange for me to hear you say that because I feel like I was always envious if that's what you had in your house. I mean, there was just music was always encouraged and played and everything else. I don't think you guys played together as much in terms of like for development purposes. Like they're actually getting together and I mean, of course, social media wasn't a thing there. This is pre-YouTube,
Right.
pre-Google, pre-AOL. I don't know how far back we're gonna go.
Yeah.
So you have different inspirations and platforms, but you definitely had the opportunity to, you took it as a career, unlike the rest of the family. But you just had that. It was always nurtured there, which I was just always envious of. But,
Yeah. Well, my parents would, they would have little church groups or whatever, or little folk groups that would go to nursing homes and things like that. So I actually started playing those kind of shows, those gigs, nursing home gigs, when I was probably 5 or 6 years old. So I got that experience very early on. But like my brother, he loves music and he loves to sing and he can play guitar and he can play drums, but he kind of did that later. My sister does, I don't know if she really does it anymore, but she played flute and piano a little bit.
Go ahead.
Salama to Latte Lover for the 7 coffees.
Oh, thank you very much. Salama. And also while we're on that, the super chats. Thank you to Anna Marie Bjornberg for the super chat and Wilma Haro. Thank you. We see your name every Friday. Thank you so much for that. And K-Drama Attic, you are back as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. When you do visit the coffee page, even if you don't buy us a coffee, first of all, we appreciate that you do. And if you don't or can't, just the like and subscribe is always welcome. We greatly appreciate that. There's a new video there for the... I'm already ahead of it. There's a new video there. You're just talking about when you were a kid, and there's this wonderful photo of young Johnny. But this, as you all heard, our TGIFF theme song for the last couple of weeks. I also put him on the spot to write a song for our Buy Me Coffee page. It's not as fully developed, but it's fantastic. Let me play this for you.
Yes, kind of very fun. Buy me coffee, do. Please help us to support our page. It can be 1 or 2 or 10. I'm such an idiot.
God, I love that. Go watch the whole video on that page if you so desire.
Yes, for as many positives as there were growing up and playing shows and stuff with my parents, I was also exposed to a lot of cheesy music. A lot of great music too, but
yes. Oh God, I love it. All right, back to Eumee. This is Wrecking Ball. It's funny, you were just talking about Miley for Janine, but this is another huge song.
Yeah.
I'll have to put the transparency back on.
Quick question, Johnny. Does drummers play by ear? I don't know. I'm actually not a drummer. I can play many instruments. Pretty much most things that play that have notes, drumming is definitely a little more removed from me. I guess that would
Rose
be a
again.
Richard question. That would be a
Well,
Richard question.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did actually over time in the studio, you did learn definitely some rhythmic beats, and you got really good at the hand drums to convey what you want Sam to
master of the hand
program
drum.
or Mike to play on the drums or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But just like any instrument, you can learn it by ear for sure. And some people might struggle more with that than others. That's where the term talent gets kicked around really loosely. Talent to me is more of just your brain is wired in such a way. Maybe there's some DNA worked into it, but your brain's just wired a way to pick it up faster than somebody else. But it still requires skill to do well consistently, and that's anything. So some have to dive a little bit more into learning it. I did have my first drum teacher was Johnny's dad. He taught me the first song from Let It Be for the Beatles, and so that was my first feeling of coordination of like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the hi-hat, and then where to put the kick, where to put the snare, and developed from there. And then I took private lessons, but it's I kind of topped off because my favorite band at the time was Metallica, and the drumming skills only gets up to so far. Then I started listening to Dream Theater. I'm like, I don't know anything on the drums. Yeah. It was just like blew my mind.
Yeah, it's always relative, And if you ever want to feel that feeling of relativity as a singer, just watch Filipino Fridays and just realize
exactly.
Just see a 13-year-old in the mall and realize that your life
Crush
is nothing.
your dreams. All right, here we go.
Our defending champion from Luzon, ang unstoppable sa galing ng Bulacan, Eumee Capile.
We cold, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why.
I do see a request for Wish Bus versus this one. I don't know which is better. This one you can't see as well. Sometimes we got a few people saying wrong video. Brigitte, can you hook us up with the correct? Oh, you already did.
She's
on amazing. She's all right. And all of a sudden, I look in the back. She's like, "Yeah, already ahead of you." All right, here we go.
Wish 1075.
We cold, we chained our hearts in
Cleaner
vain. We
recording
jumped, never
and mix.
asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell of love. No one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live
I don't need
a life
transparency.
running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn, and now rashes on the ground. Don't you ever
So many cool
It
choices.
slowly turned, you let me burn, and now rashes on the ground. Don't you ever say I
right into
just
the next line
walked
again.
away. I will always want you. I can't live a life running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball. Hey, I just closed my eyes and swam. Let me crashing in a blazing ball. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me.
Good place to pause. First
Yeah.
of all,
She
let's
wrecked me.
address this.
Yeah, salamat, zin, pakape, Sa Cape.
And Estel, who's always here on Friday, said she's late because she had a nap. I'll watch it after the live stream. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm just letting you know that's always okay. Because if it wasn't for me harassing Johnny, he would also be late because he would prefer to take a nap.
My life would be vastly different without this channel, people. Just I want you to know that.
We always appreciate you being here at any time. Always. Okay, Eumee. The belted tone never sounds stressed. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard her with this. There's always the sensation, you talked about this earlier, that there's more to go. Even if it is her ceiling, she doesn't really give it away. There's this illusion that there's more. And maybe there is, but even if there isn't, her balance in those higher... Where's she going to this one? Wait. C, but then she does like some of these ups. I think she goes to G at some point. But it goes into this weird chest voice, head voice thing. I don't mean weird like it sounds awkward, but a difficult balance weird. It's unusual to have the feeling of it still being effortless in that range. And still with passion. Most singers, maybe not in the Philippines, but most singers, when they're in that range of notes, you could hear they're at the ceiling, and it doesn't sound bad because it sounds passionate. But she can still make it sound passionate without it feeling like it's stressed, like it's the top line. And of course, Regine does this, Maury does this, Katrina does this. So I'm saying maybe it's just an exception in the islands, but around the rest of the world.
Yeah, I feel like there's some Regine qualities in her belting range. It's just it's got that that perfect combination of fullness, but it's not dull. It still has that layer of edge to it. You know, because sometimes you get a little bit, you know, when you open up, you can kind of lose your top end a little bit, and she still has that top end, and it's just great.
Sorry to interrupt you. I agree with everything you're saying. Yes, you missed your own segment. Now you have to go back and rewatch that, but you were wonderful. Thank you. Let's give her our lines.
Can we say that Chris Effort does not have Galing in being there for her own segment? Oh, I'm so stupid.
How do you say? Wait, I think I know. We know don't. Isn't that a word that we learned? That is wag. Is it the HUWAG? What I think the H is kind of quick. So wag galing. Does that means not cool, not skilled? Is that what that means? I don't know. We're making things up now.
For not being there for your own segment.
We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, we do.
I just want you to love me. And instead of using vows, I guess I should have let you in.
That's awesome. We love to hear that.
I just want you to love me. I guess I should have let you in. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I came in like a
Nice.
King fall high, and all you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball. Hey, I just closed my eyes and swung. Let me crashing in a blazing ball. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. Yeah, you wrecked me.
Wow.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
Oh, the tone there. Again.
Let me crashing in a blazing ball. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. Yeah, you wrecked me.
Opens up here.
Yeah.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
So good.
God.
Ang galing.
Ooh. Man, she can belt it out. That's something.
Yes.
I feel like
Alright.
she worked herself into just such a good lather with that song. It kind of, started out she's a little bit low, and there's
She worked
a
herself into
little
a good
bit.
lather.
I don't know.
I don't know
It
why I
just-
find that so humorous.
Trying to find different ways of saying the same thing. She's awesome. Great.
It reminds me of my sponge analogy. Once upon a time, with
Oh yeah, what was that again?
It was with a smooth sound and a harsh sound. Was that with who's that with? Was that with Dianella? I feel like
I don't know.
I somehow brought up sponge. We're reaching.
We're reaching. Just try to keep the spice alive here, people.
Okay. It is time for some bonus videos. We're not done. Don't go anywhere. We got a
Don't
few.
go. Oh, but before that,
Yes.
hold on.
Excuse me. You look deep in thought.
Oh God,
You are
this stupid.
frozen.
I'm so.
We
This
will
freezing
fix
thing
this.
Hopefully. Yeah, Latte, we thank Latte, Zin, Salamat, and Maria Sales for the 10 coffees. Salamat.
Oh, what did she
salamat,
say? I thought,
salamat,
did she say something
sakape.
as well?
She said something. Good morning, Richard and Johnny. Take care, guys. Stay warm. Well, Richard doesn't have a problem with that because he's in Florida.
That's not true. I wore a sweater yesterday in my shorts and
shut-
flip flops. It was
shut
very
your mouth.
cold.
Shut your mouth. It's gonna feel like I think 30 below Fahrenheit with the wind chill. So that's fun. That's fun.
intense.
Builds character though. I'm gonna have so much more character than you. It's not even gonna be funny.
Good luck with that. Okay, we are taking on this is one of the recommended bonus videos. And by the way, after the live stream, if you have other videos that you recommend for us to watch for future, please put them in the comments. We already have like a list of 10. We're slowly working our way through them. These are so much fun. So this says,
Thanks,
Bukas
Francesca.
na lang kita Mamahalin as the mic sharing challenge. And it is with Mariz with Mas Pete's musicians. I think I butchered that one, but I'm getting there. All right, here we go.
Mapalasito lang ako. Good luck sa'yo pa rin. Hindi ka mamataas ang boses?
Right, Latte. Yeah.
Happy birthday. Ako malagaling masunod. Sa ditawang panahon.
Nice tone.
Kung bakit ngayon ko lang natagpuan ang isang katulad mo.
The mother and daughter.
Sana noon pa kita nakilala.
Nice.
Sana noon pala
Thank you again, Wilma.
ay malapit
Salamat.
pa magmahal.
Cool little phrase.
Bukas na lang kita mamahalin. Sabay sa paglaya ng ating mga puso. Bukas na lang kita
Parang ukay-ukay.
mamahalin.
Okay, so you're saying this is a Lani Miss Lucha song? I didn't catch the actual name of the song itself.
Sounds familiar.
Did we hear her do this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this part. Yeah.
You remember the chord change.
Yes.
You and I think very differently.
Da, da. Yeah.
What's wild about this, what's so fun is that you don't know when the person ahead of you is going to hand you the mic. There's like this constant feeling of being on the spot. It's almost like, playing, it's like hot potato. It's just like, I kind of want it, but I don't. It's like, do I know this part of the song? You don't know where it's coming to.
I love that this is sort of I don't know how common of a game, but it seems like it's one that's done.
Yeah.
And it's just something that doesn't happen here. And in this case, as somebody said, so we got a couple 5%ers in there.
We love the 5%ers.
We love the 5%, but and it actually is kind of nice to see that everybody isn't just like this, top shelf talent, but even the ones that aren't as,
they
good
still
as
have a
the
good
others,
ear.
they still have a good ear.
Yes.
But I just love how everybody just has that vulnerability and openness to be able to do something like this, because that you just don't see that where we're from. So I like it. I love it
very much.
Balik ka na sa likod, tapos ka na.
He's got a cool sound.
Kung bakit ngayon ko lang nakapuan
Great tone.
isang katulad mo.
Oh, great. Wagpang ulit.
I love that
Don't
head
repeat
voice.
over and over, please. Still going for it though. I love it.
Sabay sa paglaya ng ating mga puso. Bukas na lang.
She wants to run away, but she's still committed.
Bukas na lang.
Woo!
Bukas na lang kita.
The line got really short.
Mamahalin. Thank you.
That's so fun though. I think it's the end of it. What a fun! That's so much better than like board games to me. Like that, just the musicality, that collective, whatever with friends and family. I love that.
I just feel like that's. I mean, as we talked about before, that just singing is so in the culture, which is probably a good reason why so many Filipinos can sing, because it's just encouraged across the map. It's growing up with it. I think it's just part of the. Just you go outside and somebody's singing. It's like it's just there.
Yeah.
So, and I just as a music fan, I like music for so many reasons, and I love it for just the impressiveness of just super talented people. Just the emotions you can get from a great song, a great singer. But I also love just the community aspect too. It just can bring people together, because there's something, just the act of singing, and
Yes.
you can attest to this. There's a chemical release when you sing. It's
Yes.
releasing these feel good, whatever the chemicals are.
It's a cortisone and that's not right. Dopamine and what's the other one? It starts with a. I can't think of it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what is it? Put me on the spot. But yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's singing. Even if you're not with somebody else, it still has this. It's not. It's a vibration energy release, but it's also a chemical cocktail in the brain that is released from the Amulu Andum Baga. How does Water
Yeah.
Boy say it? The
Oh, I don't know.
amygdala and all that. But it has cortisol. Okay. So it has this just this and adrenaline. Thank you, Francesca. Amazing way to
Serotonin is what you're thinking.
and serotonin as well. No,
Yeah.
it's all of it. Oxytocin, yes. So all of those things on different levels is released that stimulates the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system that is just so healthy on so many levels. It's the perfect thing to do. And then when you do that with somebody else and just have that experience, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's such a good connection.
All right, here we go. Here's another one.
So scared I said, I'm going to fly to the sun, and I'm going to fly.
Feedback. You know, in the Philippines, when this guy's on his phone, she's reading something over there, this person's over there, they're just, oh yeah, here's another one.
Yeah, we were watching something. Was it last Filipino Friday? Somebody was performing in Japan. That might have been, was it KZ? I don't remember.
There was, wait, was it? Well, we saw Eumee with busking.
Maybe it was Eumee. Yeah, it was Eumee. Right,
Yeah.
right. And and she started singing, and everybody gathered around.
Yes.
Like, what's happening? This is amazing. Yeah, the right.
Woo!
South Korea.
So high. It's like, yeah. She's just sitting down at dinner and belting those notes. Oh my
That's
god!
awesome.
Right. We gotta squeeze one more in here. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find a. Oh, that one's too long. Let's see if I can find another quick one. Let's try this one. How long is this one?
Introducing
we're gonna go
my
over 2 minutes.
singer artist buddies.
You would never see this. It's just a.
No.
It's not even karaoke. They're just doing it.
The confidence that everybody has, and they're just letting loose, like everything.
Woo! There's no rules to it. You just go for it, and it's fine. And it happens to be great. Great tone. It's the sensitivity of his tone here.
Love me, do
Arrival. Arrival.
Being all shy with it.
To be kind. There is always still a part of you.
There we go. Yeah.
James Ingram entered
This
the
is James
building.
Ingram. I love that you guys knew to point that out immediately. That's how we know you are true Filipino Friday podcast fans.
Yes.
Right on with that. The only time, I think the only song I can think of I've ever heard people sing in a restaurant impromptu is the birthday song. Like I've literally never seen anybody just sing, ever. This is
just an openness, like the body language. It's just you're letting people in. I mean, they're just, it's just such a connector. I think, I want to hang out in the Philippines.
I know. I love the encouragement for each other too. They're all
I know.
So positive. This is during and after they eat. Like I'm like so sensitive to what to eat and then try to sing.
Yeah.
So tell me how I'm supposed to live without you. Hey! I've been loving you so long. How am I supposed
This way.
to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on? All that I've been living for. Is
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
God, what a fun place to live. I can only imagine. It seems so fun.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. In the comments right after this live stream, please let us know for next week what songs we should react to for JM De La Serna, Basil Valdez, and Queendom. But don't go crazy on the Queendoms. Minimum number of singers. It's stimulation overload. I'm an old man. I can't take it.
Yes, just had his birthday. Definitely get old.
That's right. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for all of our Throwing members. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We love you. Have an amazing weekend.
All right,
That
guys,
is it
thank
for
you
now.
so much. See ya.
Salamat. Madangan
Salamat.
gabi.